All right.
Here we go, we're gonna go back and forth.
So, like, usually when you get drafted, things are crazy. Have things slowed down at all? Have you been able to, like, process everything that's going on since draft day?
Oh yeah, for sure. Obviously, draft day was, my dream. Obviously, was, and I went to the best place possible, which was the Celtics, obviously. So it's, to finally be here and finally be with the team and finally be able to play guys one-on-one in practice. It's been the best time. It's been fun. I've been able to learn a lot.
Tell us about that. What have you been going up against in practice? What are those sessions like?
I mean, everybody's here now. So today, I was matching up against Derrick White, the whole practice. So it's always, even playing defense against somebody like him, I always have something to learn. And for him, being a leader on the team, being a point guard who steps into that point guard role, there was a lot I could take from him, and I was happy to be able to get a chance to play with him.
What have the veterans said to you? What are they, what has just in general it been like to be part of this?
Yeah, I've been talking to Al a lot, and he's been telling me about being a professional, showing up every day to work hard, and knowing that this first year is going to be bumpy. Being a rookie, it's always a transition. But he says, as long as I work hard, we have a good team, we have a good group of guys who will take care of me in a way and lead me in a way that's going to help my career in the future.
You said everybody's back at this point?
Yeah, everybody. I think I haven't seen Brogdon or Blake Griffin maybe, but everybody's been there.
All right, and that seems a little early, obviously, getting back in there. What have the conversations been like among the guys about getting back this early and just getting started?
For sure, Joe said it best. He was talking about how the coaches and the players now, having Tatum and Brown there, for them to set that foundation of hard work this early, when obviously they don't have to be here, but they choose to be here to set that foundation because they want to win a championship. To have them there to set that example for guys like me, who's first year in the league, it means a lot for sure, and it builds the culture for the Celtics community to where we're all focused on winning and working hard.
What's it been like meeting Joe so far? Have you guys kind of talked about goals for year one? Just what are the conversations been like with him?
No, we haven't had any conversations like that. It's just been more of just getting ready for the season and just knowing that it's going to be bumpy, but it's always light at the end of the tunnel.
What is that like though, being a rookie? Most rookies come into teams that are trying to get better. Immediate championship expectations for you guys. How does that feel?
I mean, it's the best feeling, to be somewhere where they have a really good chance of winning a championship in my rookie season. That means a lot, not just for me, but for the fans, for the community, for the people. It means the world because, who doesn't want the next banner, So it's we're excited for it, we're working hard for it, we're building this, taking the steps that need to be taken to get to that level.
Who has stood out, whether it's guys you didn't know about or guys that, going up against Jayson and Jaylen for a chance, what has it been like for you?
For me, getting to match up with, Payton Pritchard every day. We play one-on-one after practice probably every day. And so, being able to take stuff from him, that I just didn't know about, that I could learn, that's the biggest thing for me. Because even though it's Payton, it's my guy, but he's teaching me so much that I feel like is essential for me to have a good career.
What is he telling you?
It's just the way of the game and how Joe is and how the Celtics community is and how it is, what it means to be a Celtic.
You talked about defending guys so far. Even looking back at Summer League, what has kind of surprised you so far about defense, the fundamentals, the principles, all the stuff you're kind of learning now?
It's obviously the NBA is a very different game than what I'm used to. But being able to take the philosophies of Joe and taking the tendencies of other players, whether it's through film, even now, just preparing for our first game, it means so much because it can make that much difference in a win and a loss situation. And so for me, I take those little details with so much importance.
And, starting to think about this year, the goals you have, what you imagine it might be like. What's the preparation like? Is it kind of building up muscle? Is it, learning the systems? What's kind of going into this summer?
Well, obviously I'm a rookie, so it's a little bit of everything. So it's a little bit of, learning the system, a little bit of getting stronger, a little bit of kind of getting ready to know everybody, getting to know people's tendencies, getting to know how to play in a system with Jayson, Tatum, and Brown and all those guys. So it's been a learning thing for me. I'm kind of just taking every bit of information I can and just trying to soak it all up.
What is that like? What do you take from Jayson and Jaylen, even just watching them work out? What are you trying to grasp from just watching them, what they go about their day-to-day?
Just the professionalism they have and they take within their everyday actions. Obviously, JT has a choice to come in and work with us young guys, and he chooses to do that. So for him, giving us that time and giving us that energy, I take great pride in that because everything he does, I can mirror that. And if one day I could be, where he is, and that would mean the world, that would make such a big difference.
I want to ask too, you're active on Twitch, you're streaming. I don't know how many times a week. How many?
It's inconsistent right now, but we're getting up there.
Is that unique? Have you known a lot of guys, players that stream on Twitch, put their games up there?
I don't know a lot. I know there's some out there for sure. But I do it for fun. I just want people to get to know me more as a person than just a basketball player. So I feel like if I can connect with the fans on that level, so I feel like that makes it better for a community for sure.
And has there been an active room? You see a lot of fans in there. You kind of seeing what they're saying to you?
Oh yeah, they all come in the chat and show love. Tell me good luck on the season. Tell me how they're expecting big things for us and me as a player. So it's been good. It's been a good journey so far. I've learned a lot, and Twitch is just another part that I feel like helps me and it gets me over that hump to encourage me to get to this next level.
And I want to ask one more. You're partnering with the alopecia advocacy now. What's kind of your goals of working with them and getting to know them so far, and what you want to kind of accomplish with them this year?
Obviously, I want to be able to help kids like me who are scared to do the things that I'm doing, but have the ability to do it. Just to be able to get them out of their comfort zone so they'll take that leap of confidence to be able to say, oh yeah, if Jordan can do it, now I can do it, because I know if I can do it, they can too. So it's just kind of like just motivating them and trying to get them to get out of themselves and come out into the community and do stuff like this or go play basketball or whatever it may be.
And it was Charlie that, did he reach out to you? Did you reach out to him? How did that all come together? And when? When did you guys kind of start talking about that?
Yeah, this is probably about 7th, 8th grade. I started talking to him. It was just a thing on social media where people would always say that we look alike. Then eventually we took that and made it into hey, he was like, I'm gonna come up to your school, we're gonna play one-on-one, and we're gonna shoot against each other. And I was like, bet, I ain't running from nothing. So I was like, we started playing against each other, started shooting with each other, and kind of had a competitive relationship at first, and then it turned into being more of a mentor for me.
Who should we be most excited about based on what you've seen in these little informal workouts? Who has really stood out when you watch guys in these Celtics workouts?
I would say everybody's doing their thing. Everybody's, impressing. One day it could be Tatum's day, the next day it could be Jaylen's day, next day it could be Derrick White or Payton or me. So everybody's having a chance at really showing what kind of player they are, and everybody's taking that moment and taking advantage of it for sure.
I know everyone kind of has their assistant coach too. Have you become particularly close with any of them?
I would say the closest I am with right now is probably Ross. He's kind of the guy who I work out with every day. Multiple times a day we'll go, he'll teach me stuff, he'll show me film. He's kind of the guy that I'm leaning on right now to learn the ropes of the NBA.
I appreciate it, Jordan.
For sure.
Thank you, Jordan.
Thank you.